Hello. So today we are going to be talking about simplification, how to simplify anything you draw. And what I'm going to be talking about today will help you to draw anything. It's a tool, it's a method to drawing anything, a tool rather, used to draw anything, and it's simplifying the forms, to basic shape of basic forms. It's simplifying things to cubes, spheres, cylinders, and when you simplify things like this, it helps you to draw everything you see in our physical world, 3D world. That's why we call it 3D. They are three-dimensional, and these shapes help us to break things down dimensionally. So I have some examples here. These are some of my old arts. This is something I did for OG Rat. It's artist driven project on Twitter. So if I reduce the opacity, I'll show you an example of the way I drew the character. For example, this eye you see here, it's a sphere, circle, but I'm thinking in 3D. So simplification, like I said, think in 3D, but simplified. Don't get carried away with tiny details, little details, because when you look at my face, same thing. Let's quickly do this. If you look at my face now, it's the same thing. You see the roundness, but if you see my shoulders, see the clothes I'm wearing. I'm looking at the camera and drawing, but it's the same, it's the same simplification that comes to play. When I look at the head, I'm thinking in 3D. When I look at the body, the same thing, I'm thinking in 3D. Feel the eyes, the nose, but everything you see is in 3D. So it's the same thing I'm thinking about here. So the circle for the eyes, the sphere rather, so you think about it in 3D. The same thing, this mouth you see here, the nose, still thinking about it in 3D. Yeah, it's a 2D surface, it's flat, but I'm thinking about everything I'm doing in 3D. Feel the mouth, and it's like it's cut out. I'm just trying to make you understand. 3D also. We get a big shape like this. Remember what we said in our last video? Line 2D 3D, line, shape, form. So we have, then we start adding form and thinking about the whole thing in 3D. First start with the big shape, then go to the smaller shape. This small shape is detail. What they call detail. Same thing, you look at my face, like I said, overalling, circle, it's a shape, and then we start thinking about it in 3D, and then we start adding little details, the eyes, the brows and all. So this, first and foremost, the big shape to the scarf, and then this, we'll start adding this. And this is the way I make my drawing. I start adding this also, but still we simplified the forms using those basic shape and sphere for eyes. Very easy. So take note of that. You can see it. Start with basic shape. It's very important. The same thing, I brought other examples than characters like that. Also for painting, this is an old painting study I did. It was a copy of John Azzaro's work. John Azzaro used beautiful colors in his painting, and the same thing still apply. If I reduce the opacity of the drawing, the neck you see here can be broken down to a cylinder. This hand also cylinder, the deltoid is there. That is her hand actually pushing out the top of her body. We can turn it into a box. Fill the cylinder there, and you can see it. It's the same thing, just simplifying the forms. The head also, the same way we simplify my head when we're drawing. First with the shape, you can fill this form, and I'm telling you, this is the same way I paint, the same way I draw. Fill the ear. Don't get carried away with little details at first. First think about overall shape and break them down using 3D, those basic shapes I talk about: cylinders, squares, circles, spheres, cubes, stuff like that. So the same thing with the head also. That is what we are thinking about. The brows is in this part, the hair is in this part, so it's still the same breakdown. When you think about the nose, yes, we can add details, but still remember, this is the nose. It's still just basic shapes. Still basic shapes. I'll add lights here. So don't forget about that. Keep that in mind in anything you do. Another example I have here, still the same basic shape. If I reduce the opacity of this and draw the same nose we drew earlier, because this is the nose is bigger, but I'm just still trying to show you that it's the same thing. So simplify stuff. We can even break the whole form into shapes like this, little shapes like this. Break the whole form because it's 3D, and the same way we have if you work on 3D apps like Nomad, Blender, ZBrush, you know what mesh is, how they add more mesh to free up the whole thing. So it's the same thing we are seeing here. So the fact that it's all form, form going over squares, cubes, cylinders, it's all form. So when you want to draw, think in 3D, think in that form to help you very well. Feel corners, feel edges. Don't just be stuck. The lips, it's form, so think about the forms. Feel the points, the bears will be more scattered. Those are little small details, something like that, small details. The ears, 3D, make sure you know there are edges to all these forms, so don't just think about them. The cap too has edge. Feel all the form. The clothes has edge too. I'm not following everything detailedly. I'm just giving an example. The beads, it's in 3D, so it exists in our world. So don't think about the things in 2D. Think about them in 3D. Feel those forms. So that is what we're talking about. Look at that form. So when you make this kind of drawing, no matter what you draw, thinking about them in 3D help to simplify the form. So I hope this was helpful, and my advice to you is always think in 3D. This is the same way you saw I did it with also a digital art, an illustration rather. So you don't only think about it when it's for painting or when it's for just illustrations. I use them for both. It's all the same thing. When I animate too, I think in 3D. So don't limit yourself to just maybe illustrations. You think like that. It's the same thing. It applies widely in all those different range. If you remember, if when Disney were hiring artists for traditional animation, they always go for artists who had knowledge in anatomy, sketching, though they were drawing cartoon. So that is to show you the importance of these things. It applies both ways. If you look at Aaron Blaze, Glen King, there are a lot of studies that did on actual living things, animals, eagles, on humans also. Though what they were doing were drawing cartoon, but to exaggerate or caricature the real world, you need in-depth knowledge on the real thing. So this simplification method will help you to draw everything, and quote me on that, everything. It helps to draw everything. With this method you can draw without anatomy, but you still need anatomy for your work to be stronger. But I know I always talk about people who draw without the knowledge of anatomy. They use this method. So rather than just drawing what you think you see, like we discussed yesterday, think about in our last video, think about it in 3 dimensions. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any question regarding this topic or regarding other topic in art, drop it in the comment box. I'll get back to you. And if you like the video, you learned something, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to learn more. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.